because I am really so very excited to have you all with me here tonight. I just think this is such an exciting time, and there's such a need for us to understand this when we talk about our health. So thanks a lot again for being here tonight with me. And so welcome you. I'm going to tell you just a little bit about myself. I know a lot of you already know me, but for those of you that, haven't heard my story, I am Dr. Nozella. That's what my kids call me. My husband, almost 45 years, my friends, my colleagues. I'm a doctor of education, and I'm extremely passionate about empowering others to achieve the quality of life that they desire. Professionally, I'm a nutrition educator, professor emeritus, a writer, a speaker, a researcher, and a wellness consultant. And like most women, I really struggle to live a balanced life. One of the things that is really important as women is that we really do recognize that we can't do it all. And I believe that I have to be real intentional, and that means really taking care of my body, because I really believe my body is a temple of God. I wasn't always a very healthy person. As a kid, I was sick a lot. I had fainting spells. I did not have the energy of most kids. My mother took me to a few doctors, and they all said they could find nothing. They said it was really in my head. And my mother just couldn't buy this. And so she started looking around, doing her own research into ancient and alternative medicine traditions. And she was very much ahead of her time. And when I was living with her and under her care, I functioned very well. But, I wanted to be grown. And when I got married, as I said, almost 45 years ago, I ditched my mother's healthful teachings, and I just adopted the standard American diet and lifestyle. And within that first year, I was sicker for longer than I ever remember. I was so fatigued. I would sleep all night and wake up feeling like I'd been in a fight all day. And I do remember a friend, she was bringing me dinner, and she said to me, you really need to see my doctor. My doctor's a nutrition doctor. And she said, I really think that he could help you. And I was like, I went to school, and doctors like that, we were told, were quacks. And they didn't believe at the time that I was in school that food had anything to do with your health. And so I was really leery, but I felt so bad. It's like, what I have to lose. And so I did go to him. He did one test, and he sent me home, not with some meds, but he sent me home with a diet and some nutritional supplements. And he gave me a very firm admonishment. He said, you know what, if you don't make some lifestyle changes now, you are going to have diabetes by the time you're in your 30s and 40s. And diabetes ran in my family, and I didn't want that. And so that kind of began my personal wellness journey. One of the biggest milestones of my wellness journey was when a friend asked me to try her Young Living essential oils. She was watching me really struggle with some respiratory issues. And I had really heard of essential oils before, but nothing had been helping me. I would try some different medications, and they were making me sicker. And she took the oils, and she was rubbing about 5 oils on the bottom of my feet, just one right after the other. And I was surprised because I really could breathe better. And so I did. I bought some oils, and I really liked the way the ones I bought from her worked, but I kind of thought they were too expensive. And also, she was selling them, direct marketing and network marketing and stuff. And I'd heard some real negative stuff. And I thought, no, I'm not going to do that. So I ended up buying some cheaper oils. I really wasted my money because actually either they didn't work, or they actually hurt me more than they should have. And then I realized I was totally misinformed about the Young Living business model. And so I started doing my own research, and that was about 15 years ago. And while I'm not perfect, and I'm still working to improve my health, at my last doctor's appointment, my doctor smiled, and she said, you know what, you have the health of someone that's 15 years younger. And I give God all the glory about that, because my mother had taught me some things about the laws of health. And then I had that doctor that advised me very young. And then I've learned all these things with Young Living, and I've really tried to follow them. And I'm so passionate to share this with people like you, because I know that you want some natural solutions to support your mind, body, and spirit. So now more than ever, we really need to be at our optimal health so we can really enjoy our families. We can pursue our dreams. We can live our purpose, and we can ward off all the yucky stuff that's out there that's really threatening our health today. So today I really want to just talk to you about some real basic things about essential oils. What are they? Where do they come from? How do they work? Are they safe? Why do we use them? And how do you use them? And when do you use them? Um, so do me a favor. If you could just put in the chat, let me know where you're from and who invited you. And again, I'm just really so very glad that you're with me on this journey today. But before I get started, I must remind you that I'm not here to replace the advice of your healthcare provider. I'm not here to diagnose, to treat, to prevent, or to cure any disease. I am an educator, and I am so committed to helping you have access to all the resources and knowledge that will help you take control of your health. So this information is for educational purposes only, okay? All right, let's get going. First of all, let's talk about healthcare versus sick care. With clinics in every corner and around 6,000 registered hospitals in the US, we are really armed as a nation and ready to be sick, okay? But what if, as a society, we made a shift and we were better at health care than we were at sick care? So often we just react to issues versus coming to them prepared and ready. Being proactive with our health can really be highly beneficial if we're willing to do the work. So tell me, are you ready to put your health first? Do you have more days that you want to enjoy your loved ones, enjoy the babies, the grandbabies? You want to be mobile, you want to be vibrant? Okay, this class is going to show you how to do it. Think about it. What things do you do on a regular basis already for preventive health? We're going to talk about some other things, okay? So I know that making healthy lifestyle choices isn't always easy. I know you probably struggle with whether to order a salad or a burger, okay? You kind of know what's best, but you also know what you really want. I've been there. And maybe you struggle with choosing to exercise regularly, or maybe it's just hard for you to get solid sleep. You know you should, but it's just hard. Maybe your house is filled with some really questionable products and you don't know where to start. I get it. I understand. But making these changes doesn't have to be overwhelming. We can take some really small steps, and they will add up to some big ones. I think Young Living is here to help you create a wellness lifestyle. And we start with the products that are in your home. Start ditching one at a time the chemical filled, hormone disrupting cleaners, and substitute it for safe plant-based cleaners that are infused with the best essential oils. That's a great way to start. And then maybe you decide you'll ditch a few toxic hair care and personal care products and switch that out for what's made from ingredients that are truly safe for you. Then maybe you move on to replace your laundry soap and so on. Just making small changes, it really leads to big results. And with ingredients that actually are going to support your healthy body. Young Living oils and products are absolutely worth the investment. You're investing in yourself, you're investing in your health. From skincare and makeup to the things for the kids, for pet products, supplements, food, all of that. Young Living makes it easy to really support your health and those around you. So just think about it. Who in your life makes you want to know better, to do better? Is it your spouse? Is it the kids? Is it the grandkids? Think about that. Let's just talk a little bit about what these essential oils are. It's pretty simple. They are the liquids that are extracted from plants. Kind of think of them as concentrate, plants concentrates, different from herbs. Herbs are dried, and the drying has taken out the oils. So the essential oils, though, is what helps the plant stay healthy. And they can do the same for us. Use them for aromatherapy, you can use them for home cleaning, you can use them for personal care, and they support every system of your body. The thing is that you got to keep in mind, as I had to learn, not all oils are created equal. So, how do you know which ones to choose? And I didn't have all this information when I started. That's why I ended up wasting so much money. But what has happened for me, it comes down to something that's called the seed to seal. And that Young Living is the only company that provides this. They're the premier company. They set the standard for the quality for essential oils. And seed to seal is a quality commitment unlike anything else. They have control. Young Living has control of the entire process of the essential oil, from the seed that's planted to the bottle that's sealed and shipped to you. And so you can rest assured that you're getting a quality product that's made with the highest quality essential oils and other naturally derived ingredients. Check out some of these strict guidelines that they abide by, their standards to fulfill their promise when they send out the best products to your home. The plant material that is grown on corporately grown farms, or they vetted out partner farms. Their farms, they're the only one that has these farms. You can visit the farms at any time, so you can actually go and see what's going on. They use sustainable farming and sourcing practices that provides us with the purest oil. They take great care to preserve and protect the natural resources. So it's very sustainable. I love that. They hand weed their fields. So there's zero use of pesticides. And the oils that retain are able to retain all of their natural constituents and the therapeutic properties of the oils because of the way that they're sourced. They use food grade distillers with state of the art design and distillation methods. And that's key, because if there's problems with the distillers, it leaks into the oil. And then they use a very low pressure and low temperature distillation. They don't use any solvents or synthetic chemicals. Often companies will do that so that they can get a larger volume or so they can speed up the process. But Young Living doesn't do that. And then they use a very rigorous testing system where they test the oils within their labs, and third-party facilities test their oils. Their oils go through so many tests before they come to you. And finally, the oils that are carefully reviewed at every step of the way to make sure that they meet these standards, to make sure that they're safe, to make sure that they're pure. And what I like best of all, if the oils don't meet their standards, they are rejected. They will not bottle them. They will not send them out. And sometimes we're out of some of the oils because they refuse to lower their standards just to get them to you. Does any of that surprise you when you think about the seed to seal commitment? I don't know any company that does that. Now, before we dive into some of the popular oils that you'll be using, I want to explain how to use them, okay? It's really simple. You can just kind of pick how to use it. They're very, very versatile. You don't have to have training to be able to do this. But first of all, you can use them topically. You can just apply them to your wrist, to your neck, to your back, to your feet. Just make sure you keep them out of your eyes and your ears, okay, directly. If you get an oil in your eyes, don't rinse it with water. Instead, apply a fatty carrier oil like olive oil, a coconut oil, grapeseed oil, a sweet almond oil. Just put that on there and immediately take it away. Anything to keep in mind, another thing that you really want to keep in mind is some oils are gentle enough that you can put on directly on your skin and you don't need to dilute them, often like your lavender. But if you notice that you're getting a little warm when you put an oil on your skin, again, just throw some of that carrier oil, like a coconut oil, a grapeseed oil, put an oil on top of it. For young kids and sometimes for elderly people whose skin is thinner, you might want to dilute it a little more heavily. but don't overcomplicate it. You can keep it simple. I like to use our V6 oil because it has 6 of the best carrier oils in it, and it can also be used as a moisturizer. Now, the second thing is really, really easy, is that you can use it aromatically. So just open the bottle, okay? Breathe it in, okay? It's that simple, okay? You can add the oil to your diffuser, and you can enjoy the benefits just by diffusing, or simply put a drop in your palm, rub your hands together, and cup your hand over your nose and just do some deep breaths. We do that all the time. Just practice it. No matter how you do it, you will still reap the benefits. And you know what? If you have it on and you do that, if others are close to you, they will get the benefits from it as well. And then the third way that you can use our oils are internally. They have to be a vitality oil. So you add a drop of the vitality oil into an empty vegetable capsule, or you can add it into your cup of tea or into a glass of water, and you can even cook and bake with them. Try the lemon vitality in your yogurt, or you can just take a toothpick of the oregano vitality and dip it into your spaghetti sauce. Oh my goodness, it's so wonderful. And one of the favorite things that I have seen is just by putting 4 drops of peppermint vitality into brownie mix, you have like that peppermint brownie chocolate tasting brownies. They're just yum. One thing to keep in mind though is your citrus oils break down petrochemicals in plastic. So it's so much safer to use stainless steel, glass, or ceramic when you are adding oils to the foods that you're cooking, or to dishes, or to drinks. Now, before I go any further, I do want to make sure that you understand the difference between a vitality oil, which has the white label, you can see it on the slide here, and the regular oil, which will have a solid label. The vitality oils are labeled for internal dietary use so they can be ingested. The solid color bottles are labeled for aromatic topical use. However, keep in mind, they are the same oil. The only difference is the color of the label. It just makes it easier for us to know which ones can be easily ingested. Okay. Hope that makes sense. Give me a thumbs up, okay, if you're kind of good with that. Let me have a thumbs up. There we go. Thank you so much. Give me those thumbs up so we'll go on. Okay, so let's start up. The first oil we're going to talk about is lavender, and it's probably one of the most well-known essential oils. They call this the Swiss Army knife of oils because it's extremely versatile and it can be used for so many things. But keep in mind, I'm not a medical doctor. I don't diagnose. I do not treat. I do not prescribe anything, okay? I'm not trying to cure anything. However, you'll find an essential oil reference book that comes in handy, and it'll tell you all you want to know about oils. Talk to me if you want to look at how to purchase one of those or how we could get one of those to you. If you want a little bit more information than what I'm going to give you here tonight. But let's talk about lavender. It is known that it may promote feelings of calm due to the balancing properties that calm the mind and the body. It also fights occasional nervous tension. It can also cleanse and soothe minor skin irritations, and it may help reduce the appearance of blemishes, and it supports aging skin. It can also be very, very soothing to the skin after a day in the sun. And let me ask you, did you know that lavender also comes in the Vitality version? Remember, it's the same oil, different label. And so that means it can be ingested. It can improve your sleep quality for occasional sleeplessness. It supports your general wellness, and it contains cleansing and antioxidant properties. The lavender vitality supports the integumentary system. Sometimes I get all tongue-tied when I try to say that, but it's the integumentary system, the one that has to do with your skin. It supports your nervous system, your cardiovascular system. If you don't know what oil to use, start with your lavender. Just pull it out and use it. It is so versatile. Now, here's another one. This is like the Mac Daddy oils. Okay, if you'll remember, the Bible talks about how the wise men brought Jesus some of the frankincense. Yeah, this is real frankincense, guys, that's in the bottle. It's awesome. It's wonderful. And the frankincense promotes the appearance of healthy looking skin. It can help reduce the appearance of uneven skin tones. It's a sweet, honey-like and woodsy fragrance. It's really uplifting, and it kind of creates a safe and comforting environment when it's diffused. It really, really helps your spiritual and meditative practice. So when you use it during your prayer time, it's just amazing. And it's perfect for grounding and your spiritual connection is. Frankincense also comes in Vitality version. Remember, that's the same oil, different label. And it contains properties that can really help support your overall well being. It supports a healthy immune system when it's taken internally, and it also supports the respiratory system. And again, it supports the integumentary system, the skin as well. I like frankincense because I don't know, it just really helps me relax just a lot there. So I really like it that way. You may kind of put in the chat ways that you like to use frankincense. Let's talk now about another favorite. This oil, when I put it on, I go, I mean, it's like, it just makes me feel like, oh, it's gone away, just like the name, Pain Away or Pan Away. It has the smell of good old fashioned root beer, and it feels like heaven when you apply it. I mean, got that place is just not comfortable. And it's because it has wintergreen in it. It has helichrysum, clove, and peppermint essential oils in this blend. So it's refreshing. It's cooling sensation when you apply it to the skin. Put it on your shoulders, on your neck, on your scalp, on your wrists if they're tired. It often offers a real refreshing, stimulating aroma when it's inhaled. And it includes naturally occurring constituents, the methyl salicyate, the gamma curcumin, and the menthol and eugenol. It really cools the skin after a lot of physical activity. As I mentioned, Panaway contains the wintergreen, and it's really high in that constituent called the methyl salicyate. Methyl salicyate is often the active ingredient that's in a lot of your sports creams, but usually in those creams, they're using a synthetic source. Young Living is using the real deal. It's using the real oil. So you're getting the benefits. Maybe you heard this song. It was kind of new to me, but it goes, if I breathe, everything is all right. If I just breathe, okay. Well, Raven is the oil that makes you do just that, to breathe well. Actually, this was one of the oils that I was introduced to when I was telling you I was having those major respiratory issues. Raven is so cool. It's refreshing combination because it has Ravensara in it, has peppermint, it has eucalyptus radiata, it's got lemon, and it has wintergreen essential oils in it. So it creates this cooling sensation, and it provides a real comforting aroma when you apply it topically on your chest or your throat. It really provides a refreshing aromatic experience when you diffuse it or inhale it directly just from the bottle or do the scent tint. It may be used as part of your exercise routine to help promote a feeling of deeper breathing, to get those deep, deep breaths. And it can give you a real boost of energy and motivation. So you need, like, got to conquer the day, want to get a lot of cleaning done or something like that. So I like to diffuse it, in, especially when you've got a stuffy environment that needs a fresh, crisp atmosphere. You can add a few drops to a wet washcloth, or set that aside in your shower and let the steam of the water kind of come on, and you can just really smell it that way. Sometimes I just drop a few drops on the bathtub and let the steam come up, and it just really is invigorating that way. You can add a few drops of the carrier oil, a carrier oil like the V6 that we've talked about, or any of the others, and it'll create like a relaxing massage oil that you can use. Or you use something like coconut oil and put it in there, and then just kind of rub it on your chest. Oh, I got to thinking about it. It's two kind of people sometimes. When you take a hot shower, are you a stay in as long as you can person, Or are you just one of those that say, just get it done and get out? Okay. You might drop in the chat which one you are. You like the long showers or the real short one? Everyone's a little different about that. Well, let's talk about another favorite, Valor. It's a blend of black spruce, blue tansy, camphor wood, geranium, and frankincense. And that's why it's such a favorite, because it encourages a positive attitude. It promotes feelings of courage and confidence. And it has kind of that woodsy grounding aroma that's great for massages. It's perfect to kind of wear as a personal fragrance. I mean, it was one of the things I put on tonight because it gives me that courage, a little bit more confidence when I have to be out in front of people. It freshens the air when it's diffused. It creates an uplifting and really positive environment. And it also enhances the appearance of healthy looking skin when you apply it topically. Um, you may not know about this, and please let me know if you're interested, because this is an oil that Dr. Gary Young used in his Great Day Protocol when he was really showing us how to use the oils to really help us start our day off and have an amazing day. So that's one that you want to know a little bit more about. We won't take the time tonight to talk about it, but that Great Day Protocol is perfect, and Valor is used in it. I really like Valor because when I'm feeling fearful, a little timid, a little anxious, I can just apply a little bit, and it just kind of tends to give me that courage I need. Well, this one, Peace and Calming, I must say, is the one that I used when I was having so many problems with sleep. The name says it. It's my go-to oil when things get crazy, when we need a little calm to come over us. You can wear this one with diffuser jewelry. You can put it on your neck, on your wrist. Putting it in a diffuser, of course, works really well. You can even get creative with it and maybe add a few drops, especially if you've got grandkids and you're working with Play-Doh and things like that. With kids, it's kind of very calming for them as well. It's one of those things people say, what's so great about it? I mean, it's just got that sweet blend of lang lang and orange and tangerine and patchouli and blue tansy. And it's one of Young Living's most popular blends. Tangerine and orange contain some of the highest naturally occurring levels of the constituent limonene, and that is so important for our well-being. But this blend is so comforting. It's got a fresh aroma. It helps freshen the air when it's diffused. It offers a peaceful environment for yoga and meditation. And it can even provide a relaxing environment for yourself, for your kids, for your pets. But let me do give you this note. It does contain a citrus oil, and citrus oils are photosensitive. And that means that you don't want to apply it to your skin if you plan to be in direct UV rays in the sun for the next 12 hours. So it needs to be at least 12 hours if you're going to be in direct sun. So if that's the case, either apply it where you're not going to be in sun at all, or make sure that you have clothing that's covering the area that you apply it to. And that's just something to keep in mind for any of the citrus oils. Now, Stress Away, it's another popular blend, and it does just what the name suggests. It's one you never want to be without. You want to have it wherever you are. You have it in your car, you have it in your purse, you have it at the house. It's one of those a lot of people like to have on auto ship because they want to make sure they're never out of it. It contains this unique combination of lime essential oil and vanilla extract. And that kind of gives it this beach in a bottle type of aroma. It also has a mix of copaiba and cedarwood and ocotea and lavender. It's such an incredible blend of well-rounded oils. It promotes relaxation, a calming environment. It has such an inviting aroma that helps calm the mind. It can relieve occasional stress and tension. I like to have it when driving in traffic. I've talked to many people that have found that it really helps them when they're having to be in rush hour and times like that. And it's one of those that you can take in the bundle when you get it. There's a roller fitment that you can take and put on top of the bottle. And so you can replace the plastic reducer that's on the bottle with that roller. And then you can just roll it on just easily and carry it with you and always have it on handy. Again, keep in mind that Stress Away does contain a citrus oil, and that's considered photosynthesis sensitive blend. And so that means you don't want to apply it to your skin if you're in direct sun, again, for at least 12 hours between when you apply it, or don't be in the sun or cover up the areas where you have put it. So just keep that caution in mind again about citrus oils. Now, so far, we've been talking about some popular topical and aromatic oils. Now we're going to talk about a few oils that are labeled for ingestion. Remember, we talked about the vitality oils. So the first one we want to talk to you about is lemon. This oil can add such a bright and dynamic flavor to your dishes with just one drop. I warn you, just one drop. Use it to add flavor to some of your savory foods like your fish, your chicken, your sweet foods like pastries and cakes. It's just so versatile. And you can substitute it for lemon zest. You can use it, you substitute it for juice, the lemon juice. And it just works so well. I know one person that's kind of a chef, and she prefers using the vitality oils because they don't spoil. They're always available for her to use. And lemon is a favorite. You also love the lemon vitality in your drink, in a water, in a tea, in a smoothie. You put a drop in your juices. I like to use it in homemade popsicles. It's so good. But be careful, again, to use a glass, ceramic, or a stainless steel container. The citrus oils will eat away at the petrochemicals in plastic, and you don't want to accidentally ingest plastic, okay? Which is why we try to avoid using those anyway. But you can also grab some really empty veggie capsules. Young Living has those, and you can add a few drops to take as a dietary supplement. Like I said, it's just so versatile. And one of the reasons you might want to take it as a supplement is because it has antioxidant properties. It supports your immune system. It provides circulatory support, and it contains cleansing properties for your systems. One of the really cool facts about lemon essential oil is that it's cold pressed from the rind of the fruit. So it doesn't contain the high acid content that the inside of a lemon would have. And therefore, it's not going to be hard on your tooth enamel. Now, isn't that cool? I just think that's great. Again, one thing, keep this in mind. This is one of the solid label bottles that it will come in too. So you can get it as Vitality in the white label, or you can get it in the solid label. Remember, same oil, different label, okay? And then let's just talk about peppermint vitality. Peppermint is just so popular, but the peppermint supports your gastrointestinal system. It gives it that comfort you want. It really enhances a healthy gut function. It maintains the efficiency of your digestive tract. Remember, 2/3 of your immune system is in that digestive tract. So you want to take care of it, okay? It may support your performance when you're exercising. It reduces feelings of discomfort after large meals. You know how that is, and it provides this real refreshing minty flavor to your foods and your beverages. I mean, how awesome is that? And peppermint is so much more than just a flavor, okay, when you get the real deal. Just like other vitality oils, you can add this to your food, like your brownies, your cakes, your cookies, your candies, fruit dishes. You can also add it to drinks like your water, your tea, your protein shakes, just a little bit. You might want to even start with the toothpicks and then move to just a drop, because it just takes a little bit. But you can also add a few drops to a veggie capsule and take it as a dietary supplement, whatever works best for you. Again, one thing to keep in mind, this one comes in a solid label bottle too. So that means it can be diffused, it can be applied topically as well. Remember, same oil, different label. Oh, let's talk about Citrus Fresh, because it is the powerhouse, okay? But we'll get to that next. Let's talk about Digest first, especially after talking about peppermint vitality, because Digest is the powerhouse of the digestive system. I mean, it works in seconds. I mean, flat. And there's some quick ways of doing it. Digest Vitality is a blend of tarragon, ginger, peppermint, juniper, fennel, lemongrass, anise, and patchouli. And I'm just going to tell you, you can go to work Googling the research on what these do and how amazing they are to your body. You will be amazed. But you can take this one internally in a veggie capsule, just real quickly when you need some relief. I like to just rub it right on my tummy. In fact, I'll tell you a secret. I keep it in the bathroom whenever I go. I rub a little on my tummy. Just helps keep me regular. But you can use it in food. You can do it in drink. You can apply it directly under the tongue. But it really does help support and cleanse your digestive system. It's really a great companion to Young Living's enzyme supplements when you take it with your meals to support your overall wellness regime. And it helps because it also has many antioxidant properties. And again, this one comes in a solid label too, which means it can be diffused. It can be applied topically. Remember, same oil, different label. And I personally think that this one tastes a lot like black licorice. So that'll determine whether you like to take it internally or topically, depending on what you think about licorice. All right. Okay. Now let's just talk about Citrus Fresh. Okay. Because it is like a really refreshing jam. It's a mix of your orange, your grapefruit, your mandarin, your tangerine, your lemon, and your spearmint essential oils. And it can be added to food, to drink, and it can be taken internally with a veggie capsule. It adds a real punch of flavor and pizzazz if you put just a drop in your chicken or your salmon or any of those gourmet salads. And you can keep it with you when you want to be motivated or hydrated just by adding a little drop to your water. This one also, I think, just tastes amazing when you add it to the Ningxia Red, our red antioxidant drink. I'll talk about that a little later. But again, don't forget to always use glass, ceramic, or stainless steel containers because these are the citrus oils and they'll eat away the petrochemicals in plastic. But what's so great about Citrus Fresh Vitality? Well, let me tell you, it has an invigorating citrus flavor. It contains antioxidant properties. It supports overall wellness, and it has those cleansing properties. It also includes the naturally occurring constituents limonene and carvone. Those are ones you can look up, but they really support the immune system. Again, one thing to remember, this one also has a solid label bottle, and that means it can be diffused, which is awesome. It's heavenly. Or it can be applied topically as well. So just remember, same oil, different label, but it's really one of my favorites to diffuse. And I also like to add it to Thieves Household Cleaner because it just gives this incredible burst of happy citrus and aroma. I just love it. Really lifts the spirits. Then let's talk about the Thieves Vitality. This is the final oil I want to talk about. And I save the best to last because Thieves is probably the most well-known. And actually, there's even an entire line of products that contain this powerful combination of oils. I mean, it is that good. Thieves Vitality is a sweet and a spicy combination of clove, cinnamon bark, eucalyptus radiata, rosemary, and lemon essential oils. And I don't know, do you know where the name comes from? When we talk about that, there's this, it's inspired kind of by this legend. And I'm trying to think, I think it's like the 15th century when this legend has been passed around where there were these French thieves who formulated and wore a special aromatic combination of clove and rosemary and vinegar and some other botanicals that they believed provided protection while they were stealing. And the story goes on to say that when the thieves were caught, they were offered a lesser punishment if they would divulge to the king the secret of their immunity, despite being exposed to those highly infectious, deadly diseases because they didn't get sick. Pretty interesting, huh? Okay. Well, anyway, what's in this Thieves Vitality and why is it considered to be so great? Well, Thieves, we know, provides immune system support. It's cleansing to your digestive system. Again, remember 2/3 of your immune system is in the digestive system. So you really want to take care of it. Um, Thieves also contains antioxidant properties. It provides general wellness support. Again, it's a vitality oil, so it can be added to your food or drink, taken in a veggie capsule, or you can place it directly on your tongue. Some people enjoy it in their oatmeal, their parfaits, their coffees, their desserts, honey, or in your Ningxia Red. It's really popular during the autumn, during the holiday time, because it kind of has an apple spice type flavor. So you can just be creative and try it in different ways. Again, this one comes with a solid label bottle too. So that means it can be diffused. Often it's diffused. It can be applied topically, and same label. Okay. Same oil, just has a different label. So I really like too, diffusing this one with a little citrus oil like lemon or orange. It kind of just boosts that aroma a little bit. It's just so wonderful. Now, so far, we've really only talked about the essential oils, but those are just part of your wellness toolbox. You really need to have supplements and household products as well. So I do want to talk about a few of these before we go on and wrap up. So first of all, I'm just going to talk a little bit about the Ningxia Red. Okay. Ningxia Red is that whole body supplement, and it's the blend of the Ningxia wolfberry, also known as goji berries, a superfruit. Okay. Along with your plum, your aronia, your cherry, your blueberry, and the pomegranate juices and extracts. Plus, it has pure vanilla extract, and it has lemon, orange, yuzu, and tangerine essential oils. It also has an incredibly high antioxidant rating. Antioxidants make an unfriendly environment for free radicals. And if you don't know the effects of free radicals that they have on your body, I would suggest you look it up. I also have a whole class that I've done on Ningxia Red, so you understand how powerful it is and how important it is to have it in your life. It supports the whole body wellness. Okay. It supports normal cellular function. It supports your normal energy levels. It really supports your eye health. And it's so rich, as I mentioned, in antioxidants and in that D-limonene that we talked about. I mean, it's so versatile because you can add it to smoothies, to juices. You can drink it straight. You can even make those fun things like the popsicles or gummies. Okay. It's recommended that you consume about 1 to 2 ounces a day. Some people really like it chilled. I don't particularly care whether it's chilled or not, but I do love adding my own vitality oils to it to get my own kind of custom flavor. So I call it my Ningxia shots sometimes that I will make. It's just awesome in adding it to your routine. Now we're almost done, but I do want to talk to you about a couple more things. I want to talk to you about our Thieves spray and our Thieves hand sanitizer. Both of them are amazing, and I really need to tell you why. Because the Thieves hand sanitizer, it kills 99.9% of germs, and it eliminates common harmful bacteria. It's formulated from powerful essential oils and plant-based ingredients. That's key. And it lightly moisturizes your skin with aloe vera and vegetable glycerin. It is so perfect on the go. It doesn't leave any chemical residue behind. And this is what's important, because this is what people don't understand about the hand sanitizers that they are using. Thieves hand sanitizer does not contain any petrochemicals, no mineral oil, no parabens, no sulfates, no phthalates, no synthetic fragrances, no dyes, no preservatives, or any other toxic ingredients. That is so key, because as people have been using more and more of hand sanitizers and things, they've actually been adding more toxins. And that's been really harmful. But it feels so good on the skin. Usually when I give it to somebody, they don't want to give it back because it's not drying either. Now the spray is really amazing because it too is naturally derived and plant-based, the ingredients that comes from it. And so it doesn't require any rinsing after you use it. And it doesn't have any harsh fumes like the one well-known aerosol spray that our grandmas taught us to spray all over the place, but that's so toxic. This one, you can easily throw it in your backpack, your purse, your luggage, on the go. It cleans many different surfaces, such as your counters, your sinks, your toilets, your door handles, and it's safe to use around the whole family, including your children and including the pets. When I travel, when I go somewhere, I take this, I spray everything in the room, everything with this before we even take anything out of anything. I just set my suitcase in the corner and we spray everything. It is so powerful, so effective. You want to keep it with you all the time. So I did want to talk to you about those couple of things as well. So I appreciate you being with me. Let me just tell you quickly how you can make sure that you have these things with you in your home. It is so easy. You can go to the website, youngliving.com. You can go to my website, naturallyzella.com. All you have to do is add the items that you want to the purchase. Click on add if you want it to be a loyal company, a loyal purchase that you want to reoccur. You create an account. It's so simple. Follow the prompts, and you will unlock the 24% discount easily. Just two things you have to do. If your purchase is 100 PV, you automatically unlock the 24% discount. Or if you say, look, I want to put one of my items on the loyalty rewards auto ship program, you also unlock the 24% discount. And if you have an order that's 50 PV on the loyalty rewards, you're going to also get some other amazing benefits. You'll start earning like 10% in spendable points the first 3 months. And after 6 months, you start earning 20%. And if you do that for 24 months, you start earning 25%. That's like cash back that you can use, real cash for ordering. It is just so amazing. Plus, you get all these freebies depending on your order. Young Living is so very, very generous. It's so easy to do. There's over 600 products that you can order from for all your needs. So it's real easy to switch out as we've been talking today in doing that. Be sure, whoever invited you, that you use their referral link. They blessed you and you would bless them in that way. But if you have any questions, get you started, hey, just shoot me a really quick link, put it in the chat, we'll get you going. I have put the link on the bottom of this slide. So if you want to copy it, it'll take you right to everything that we talked about tonight. You can see it really quickly in one place. Again, I want to just thank you again for coming in and joining me on this Friday night. It is so awesome to be with you. It is so awesome to know that you're taking charge of your health and you're using products that will help you be healthier, help those around you be healthier, and you can have them in every area of your home. The wellness lifestyle is such a blessing that it's been for me and my family, and I know it will be one for you. Just take a snapshot of this slide. Again, you'll quickly be able to go to the link, see everything that we talked about tonight, or take a snapshot of the QR code, and just very easily, it'll take you to everything that we discussed, and you will be on your way to a much healthier lifestyle and reaching your goals. And I can't stress again, there is no better time to do that than now. Thank you all so much again.